Greetings. Thank you for joining us for tonight's channeling. Blessings on this July Thursday night. All right, we'll get started with a message from somewhere, messages if there is anything, and we're going to the Q&A. So, all right, blessings. Here we go. Greetings, this is Gaia. Blessings to you. Your transformations are going well. More to come in this coming fall. A speed up in transition. Many of you are going to upgrade much of your senses as for feeling different dimensions. And yes, there'll be volatile energies around the earth, as some beings wish to keep us in the third dimensional point of view. You can say there are spells going around to awaken humanity, and many of you will get downloads of what to say to others that don't understand this, as you will be seen more clearly, as there be anomalies, yes, around the earth, not now, but soon. Of course, there's always something going on, but more in Earth's environment of being seen, and many of you will see it differently, but you will be heard. As for when that will occur, well, that is still in need. Yes, transitions into the higher dimensions are not easy. So some of you have already been through the hardships, and you need the strength to help others. Some are going to go through hardships, as yes, the downgrade of vibration will continue, as beings do not want to be seen on your earth that are of a low vibration. They want to stay secluded, hidden, and many are here to bring them out into the light. Sending you energies in your transformations. Blessings. Greetings to you. I am blessings. Greetings to your, yes, feel many lovely energies from all of you. As our Arcturian councils are assisting you, yes, in your ascension, but not to get to in your way. Basically, to help you blossom on your own. We're there to just nudge you in the right direction, you can say. No, we are very quiet, as many beings are, to see what you will do, but we are assisting your chakras, your auras, and we're basically watching the show, waiting for you to see us more clearly, as many of you are. But most importantly is to see yourself in a better light of your empowerment, of your higher vibrational self, as it will come through when it is needed. Do what you must do. Many are in the third dimension environment because they have much to do there, as you can see, but many are allowing, clearing their vibrations for a stronger connection with the universe. And many of you are guiding the earth into a higher realm. Of course, just trust your instincts. And not every day will be perfect, but some days will be easier, other days will be hard. As yes, the forces of darkness wants to detain you and you want to be free. So there are some ramifications, of course, as you go into the light. There are other beings that are trying to put some shade on your operation, but you will heal that and continue. So we are here to assist you. The council is here to bring assistance to you when you are ready with your questions.
Thank you, I am.
Yes.
I have a question, and I'm wondering if there are any messages for me.
A moment. We are clearing out a lot of low energies, and basically you're clearing out, I believe, with family, going through that situation. As for having a clearer direction, you don't always know what direction you want to go in, so it's another reason why you're kind of pausing where you want to go. But you are strengthening that. You're taking your time, Lil, which is good.
Yes.
And so take your time. That is the best way when you are ready. But it is if family arranged, and family feel like you need your energies, and so that is what you're also enhancing your abilities also with them. So you're working with them. So your healing ability, I do see it working with them greatly.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So yes, just continue in the path you wish, that you feel comfortable with, of course.
Yes, thank you very much.
Yes.
Next is Umberto.
Greetings to you. Not there, it seems.
Okay, we'll move on to the next person, and that is Christy.
Now there
Hi, I am.
Yes, greetings. Yes. Blessings.
It took me a minute to find the button.
Yes.
Okay, so I have a question. I've been drawing the crop circles. It seems like a day before that they come out, or at the same time possibly that they are being written in the crops. And it seems like I'm getting the same messages that they're writing. And I was wondering, is that my galactic Mayan aspect that is in connection with the crop circles?
Well, yes, that's part of it, but you're reaching out to the skies. You wish to bring this message or decode it in your own way, your own point of view. But yes, I would say continue this. I believe possibly you connected these on a daily basis, possibly, if you feel comfortable with that. Of course, it's good to have it scattered out also. But it does seem like you are, yes, channeling higher dimensional energies that are much needed. Helps you with your healing also. But yes, you are connected to those beings that are part of this collective that is doing this.
The galactic Mayans, are they Pleiadian?
Some of them are, not all of them.
Yeah.
Some are feline.
Okay.
Looking.
Some are feline. Okay, that's cool. All right, and then my second question, I wanted to ask about the percentages that are most prominent at this time.
Alien percentages. Yes, one moment. Well, interesting enough, I
Yes,
see
alien.
Anunnaki is quite strong with you, actually. There is some Zeta,
The
but see,
which one?
Anunnaki is the strongest right now with you. Percentages,
Anunnaki.
it seems around 5%. It has gotten stronger recently. It's not something that you connected to in the past. It's part of you that is opening up to explore more of what I see. So what is going on? One moment. Yes, some Zeta there, and also the weird, but it seems like the Anunnaki is most prominent at this time. It's like it's a part of you that is going through healing.
Okay, that makes sense. Like
Yes.
facing fears and such.
Yes, and yes, many humans are actually afraid of Anunnaki energies, of course, what they've heard and all of that. So you're exploring much of that within yourself. And the Mayan energy of you is definitely firing up. Also, that's for sure. That's really been activated. That's on fire, for what I see. In a good
The
way.
Mayan energy. Okay,
Yes.
good.
Yes.
That's really good.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yes, robust.
Okay, next up is Umberto.
Hello there.
Yes.
Okay, my first question is, can you please share the different healings I've done in past lives as a healer? What kinds of things did I help heal and how did it happen? For example, did I help regrow an entire land or did I do something small like make swelling go away?
It was mostly as a medic, as a healer, as a medicine man. One moment. It seems there are Nordic incarnations as a third dimensional medicine man, but still using techniques of that time in your Earth's past. And that's giving me a detail. It's not 1700 time period actually they're giving me. One moment. And also as a Native American. That was in your ancient past. But definitely of a medicine man once again. A young one, but one that used Mother Nature, but mostly those for those that are in your family.
I guess I was referring more to this lifetime as a talented sorcerer, where I healed people using my hands. And I think it was in the 17th century. That's mainly what I was. I guess I should have mentioned that in my question, but that's really what I was referring to. I was just told that I was a healer in that lifetime, and I was just wondering what's, the most incredible healing that I did in that lifetime.
They just said, well, of many different sorts of healings. They're not really going to. You guys aren't going to full details of that, but basically, it was of many connections there. Mostly, it was of the mind, healing depression, because that was very heavy in that time period. But you are of many, all of the magical arts that they're showing, basically. But mostly the mind is what they're saying.
Interesting. Okay. My second question, what advice can you give me on finding someone I actually find attractive and having a relationship with? I have become very bitter and jealous of others around me over the years, and I keep to myself a lot. It feels like I've been digging myself in a hole mentally for many years, and it would take years and lots of focus to get out of it. Any advice that you could share on this would be appreciated.
Well, just to be social in your environment. That's all it really takes.
Okay.
Not to be afraid. Now you're taking your fears. Well, you're doing a lot of self-healing also, from what I see. So it's another reason. It's a part of you that is like you left that side of you out, not entirely, but in the past and now in some ways. But you're in a what do you call it? You're leaving that old you basically. And now you're looking, oh, look what I missed, but I actually did quite a lot of maturing actually during this time. So it's just something new that you have not done before previous incarnations. See what I see. I see you very social in previous incarnations, and this one you took it a different direction. So I believe it will improve. Just mingle when you feel is right. Sometimes it takes a while to get back on the saddle, as they say. So that's the message.
Thank you for your message.
Yes.
Blessings to you.
Next is Daria.
Hello
Yes.
there, I am
Yes. Greetings.
Capital greeting,
Yes.
probably again. And
Yes.
thank you, Gaia there. What I saw when she brought out the message was that there are beings coming in here wanting to be in disguise or not known, and they get to be celebrities. Isn't that funny? And
Yes.
then they're all out in the spotlight, and they can't hide that they are here because they are celebrities.
Yes.
So funny. And anyways, what you got for me tonight that can be good for me to know?
Yes. Well, it's coming from your guides. They say you're going to be healing old wounds of the past. Yes, it's kind of cryptic, but I believe you'll understand what that means. Maybe not now, but down the road. Old wounds that are it was just situations that were not we needed to experience. We experienced it anyway for many different reasons. They do say, yes, I realize this next year it will be much more positive. This year you are doing a lot of repair, self-repair and outside repair. But next year we'll show the benefits of it all.
Okay, so I get the same message I got last year. That's funny.
Well, you are up, yes, walking up the stairwell then. Okay.
Well, a lot of self-healing then. Isn't that nice? Anyways, you probably have a funny pocket for me waiting somewhere.
One moment. One moment. Well, yes, well, why do I'll have to go with this and follow it, because what your guides are saying, you do turn off astral sometimes. You just shut it off. I know that sounds strange, but you do in some areas. You can say where souls aren't really growing anymore, where they've gotten kind of complacent and not going anywhere. I know that's not really a funny pocket, but
it's a needy pocket.
Yes, it's a place. Yes, and you've done this on many occasions. It's something you still do. Also, you go in other places of astral that you're not usually connecting to, and do your rearrangements. And also, some of those souls get you switch their bodies and things like. Well, when they do have a body, yes, you see in the movies where people are switching their bodies. Oh yes, your name's written all over that.
Cool.
Like a male, female. Oh yes, yes. Only when you feel like it's appropriate, because none of them they're not growing soul wise. So you switch them around, so it's quite common on this world. It's done a different way, but it is. But in other realities, it's very obvious as you see it on this planet, on your television, I should say.
Yeah, I can connect to that. That's funny.
Oh, you will. It's not the easiest one, of course, but you'll see it.
Okay.
There's a slight blockage there because of reasons, but you'll be able to get through it.
Okay, no problem. Thanks, and have an awesome continuous channeling. Bye.
Yes, blessings.
Blessings.
Okay, great. Up next is Kingsley, and I have his questions.
Yes.
Question number 1, greetings. Are there any messages for me?
There is a feline presence around him at this time, helping him, guide him, protect him at this moment. Yes, it's... One moment. There's much going on, but they're careful what they bring up to him. There is a place in astral he's going to where he's allowing more of his abilities to flourish. Like a quiet place where he has a mentor with him and others to experience what it's like he's going through training. And so he's bringing that information here, but it's a slow process. Most likely you can pick this up because only there's a few there. It's for him to, most likely you'll be able to pick up on it. We'll leave him with that. Blessings.
Okay, great. His second question is, I wasn't sure if I seen a being shifting into dimensions in my house last night, and I wasn't sure if this was a Zeta or any other being. Can you expand on that?
I believe it was a Zeta. There was a reptilian presence around it. Yes, he's opening up his third eye more clearly, but also they wanted to give him, like, award him to show him that he is on his way. You can say it's a sign that he's going to get what he wants, but it's going to take some time. But they try to give indications of it. I believe it was of a positive nature for what I can see at this time. That's a message. Blessings.
Great, thank you. Brian, you're next.
Greetings to you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hello, hello. Can you hear me okay?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, greetings. Yes, I just had a question here. My question is, how, with connecting with many of you, in what way do we work together?
As you and I work together, or you and everyone else?
Those and the other beings around me at this time.
Oh, yes. Well, you're part of many galactic councils as for where the Earth is going to go. So these meetings that are going on, you're involved with it. You're always involved with some kind of progress. Quietly, it is done in a loving way, of course. Doesn't mean it has to have all the government, heaviness, but many councils that are involved with Earth's ascension, opening up individuals with their abilities, and you're involved with some of them, not all of them, from what I see. So you are interacting constantly, from what I can pick up on. That doesn't mean it's all day, but it is part of your day. That's what I see there.
And then my second question was just any general messages for me at this time.
Yes, you see that you are letting go of the past, of alien incarnations that you don't agree with now. You're still healing a great deal of that. But you're using also to empower you to do the right thing in this life. And so we feel like you are going to open up many more blockages as for alien visitation here and beings that are, most likely you will get an indication that they're coming or around the corner or something around those lines.
Yeah, I feel that every once in a while. I just look up in the sky more often.
Yes, it is just letting you know they're flying around. Oh yes, there's Brian.
Thank you very much, my friend.
It just lets you know that you're on the right track, basically.
Thank you very much.
Yes, blessings.
Next up is Colin, and I've got his questions.
Yes.
The first one is, I've been feeling disconnected in my spiritual practice and somewhat lost in my day-to-day life. Are there any messages around this?
Yes, I believe it's because of the stress of the situation that he's in. It feels like he's not making any progress. Also, I believe this will heal itself. And in a lot of ways, you can look at it as a taking a break and basically to do self-fulfillment in a different way. But I believe it will reactivate itself. But right now he's in a slight pause. But I believe because part of him was kind of going too fast in some ways, it seems. Trying to see the future a little bit more clearly. Just a inner healing, a meditation. I believe you'll feel better. Blessings.
Okay, great. The second question says, any messages on my relationship?
But yes, that's causing a lot of, oh yes, well, apparently that's where a lot of this is coming from. She kind of sends you a mental block too. You can probably pick up on that because you're making progress. And so she kind of shut you down for a little bit from what I can see. I can see that very clearly. So with that, just, yes, relax, take it easy. not, relax more. And you'll be able to see you might be able to open this up quite quickly now when I brought it up. But it's basically something that your relationship, that's what she does. But I don't think that'll happen again from what I can see. So blessings.
Thank you. Dragon, you're next.
Hello.
Yes, greetings.
What originally made humans so sexually inhibited? Because I've heard it wasn't always that way if you go far enough back. Was it to hold down humans' vibration and keep them from ascending, or was it originally just fear? I know nowadays it's both that is the reason.
As for where are you going with
the original reason?
The original reason of like sexual suppression, or just?
Yes.
Oh, yes, that has a lot to do with, it has a lot to do with body functions that aren't operating in the correct way. That those in spirit, a lot of them are in spirit. Of course, they're very active to come in this world. They don't want to be. You'd be surprised how many promiscuous in spirit and ones that are the exact opposite here. So it's like it gets away in their mission here. So a lot of them shut that down. That happens a lot here, actually. Yes, it's because they have a lot to explore and they don't want to make that their whole life. And you'll have too many people on this planet too. You already have that already. So it did happen in the early, when humans became more third dimension, you could say. That's where it really came in. That helps.
Yep. Thank you. And my second question, I had another very vivid dream a few days ago.
Yes.
The kind that, like, I know it's more than just a dream, like maybe simulation or something like that. Basically, there was mass contact with ETs happening. I wouldn't say mass contact, mass sightings. And basically, they were going to a lot of places, and I just happened to live near one of the places they were going to, so I headed over there and kind of checked it out, and all these ships appeared in the sky. A couple of them seemed like they were getting attacked by other ships, vanished, but most of them just hung around. There were police that showed up, and I kind of joked,
yes.
There isn't really much you guys can do for us.
Yes.
There's nothing much to worry about. And can you talk about that? Like, what was I connecting to?
Well, you weren't just connecting to it, you were involved with it. Now, your human self was being, look what I'm noticing. But actually, your other version of you was very much involved with it. Yeah, setting things up for the connections with the Earth. Yes, with aliens and humans. Yes. And yes, the police situation is very real. And yes, this is a scenario, I want to say it goes on every night, but not always in the same place. I don't get the updates on that all the time, but it happens a lot on their planet. And your area is a hot spot for it, yes. You can say a training area for it. Let's put it that way. They can connect to the nature, but yes, it wasn't of a higher dimension. And you were involved with it, though. So you can say your other version of yourself, hey, check this out.
The police see them a lot. They just don't normally report it. But there's enough.
Yes. Oh, yes, they're terrified of it. Yes, some of them are. Some of them, yes. Oh, yes, the numbers are going to increase. It won't. It will be a time when it feels like an invasion, but it won't be one. But yes, I would think more of these are going to come to you out of nowhere, though. So.
What's funny about that is the police were kind of onlookers, just like everyone else. They really, lost their authority in that whole incident.
Well, we do see that you will be. We see you having a dream of feeling that you are actually on the ship. So that should be quite memorable. So
thank you. Much love.
Yes, blessings.
Next up is Bobby.
Greetings, Zion.
Yes, greetings. Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, how can I help you?
I'm happy the Arcturians came in. was actually thinking about you guys while I was coming up with my questions. Let's say
Yes.
my second question for you and the council. My first question is, let me get it right here.
Yes.
Do my spirit guides have any words of advice, like trigger words to help remind me how to improve my manifestations, such as manifesting financial independence?
One moment. Well, connecting with others, friends, community will help you build this independence. Friends basically do see you in a group environment where you can make enough to survive. Keyword, well, will be Atlantis when you ask about keyword. But that's for your spiritual manifestation. As for financial, is community, really. It's kind of like a dorm where you're not, but you're all connecting and making ends meet, you could say. But it will work out, if that helps.
Yeah, I'm getting that feeling to connect
Yes.
more with.
Yes, trust to be involved, of course, but you will know all of that. Everybody will see pretty much on the same page, from what I see.
Will these be old friends or the new friends that I'll be making?
New and old.
All right. Okay. Thank
Yes.
you.
Yes.
For my second question, do you and the council have any advice on how to feel more like the source energy being that I am?
Well, a lot of it has to do with patience, because what you're doing is you're getting yourself comfortable first. So right now it's kind of some agitation because of the third dimension. So there's like, yeah. But once you feel like kind of like an American Indian, sitting in your teepee, connecting, it just gives me that image. But where you feel comfortable, that's where it'll be easier to connect. You can also ask for comfort to come through. You can definitely do that. One moment. For your comfort, you can ask yourself or relax. Just ask yourself to be, or tell yourself to be comfortable. We'll find a way to be comfortable. However you want to look at that. And that's where you'll see yourself open up more. It's like, it's like your room's like, where should I be? Where should I sit? Should I move a chair over here where I can feel more connected? Something around those lines. Even when you're walking, should I walk on this side of the road, that side, and see where the energies are connecting to you? You can do that in any environment. It's like, I'm not feeling right over here, but I'm feeling okay over there. It's another way of opening yourself up. I imagine you can connect with that.
Okay. All right. I'll try that.
Yes, it will. Yes, you will feel it. It will take some time, but so yes, blessings.
Blessings. Thank you. Much love.
Yes.
Up next is James.
Hello.
Yes, greetings to you.
My first question is, do I have any astral lovers? And if so, what's the best way to connect to them?
Through your fantasy energies, basically. Several. But through what you are already fantasizing about right now, those are your lovers in astral, basically. The way numbers go, tens of thousands usually. Not all at once usually. So that's what's a little bit easier to have many lovers. So
All right. Cool. My second question is, I have like a feeling of like I'm getting rained on when I'm meditating sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what does that mean?
You're being opened up. It's just part of you is still experiencing the third dimension reality, but you are allowing yourself. You don't want all the information to come through yet. So you're allowing what you can handle in this, because the third dimension you're unlocking is slowly, basically. So the rain is it's just a somber awakening, you can say. Yes, to go back to your first question, there are many lovers. Some look like they're feline, they're humanoid. So not all of them are human looking. Can add to that.
That actually makes sense for me.
Yes. They wanted to add that. Make sure you got it.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, blessings. And just to, yes, let your intuition, let your imagination, just what do you feel around you? What do you feel like you see? Is it's, for example, like Star Wars and all these images come in for a reason. Like you're minding your own business, all of a sudden you get this image. It's not always that being like from your fiction, but it does have a back to it, meaning it's alien most likely if it's coming from science fiction. So,
Okay, cool. Thank you.
blessings.
Liz, you're next.
Greetings.
Hello. Greetings.
Blessings.
So what you can tell me about what's going on with me lately?
One moment.
In
What?
Astro.
Yes, go ahead. Yes.
Oh, no, Astro, of course.
Astral? Well, we see a lot of feline energy around you at this time. Yes, I believe you have a lot of canines in your third dimension. We have a lot of felines in your higher dimension. As for protecting your vibration, it do say you are taking a lot of risks for opening up. So it's another reason why you feel like you need to go to sleep a lot. It's all for the greater good. You're on a mission, of course, as everybody is, but your mission is like they say when you say you're going on risk, you're kind of going. Your other versions are going undercover. You can say, of course, and possibly some of that will come to you mentally. As I think of yourself as an undercover agent in your government situation, another version of you, most likely alien. And ideas of that or vibrations of that might come in possibly. So that's my
Yes, somehow I hope I know what's going on without looking at the news. So,
Well, yes, because the news is only one layer of what's going on, of course. There are several others that are hidden and cryptic, of course. It's a lot of what they're saying is actually the opposite of what's going on.
yes.
As usual.
Yes.
So, yes, you might see, like looking at the news, you might see someone turn into an alien and feel another vibration coming from that. And that's for others too. Those days are coming. It's kind of like this dimension kind of shorts out a little bit and the true one comes in. So.
Very good, very good. Okay, it's any advices you can give it to me for my 3D life right now?
To rest as much as possible. Well, moment, the husband situation. He is very connected to Anunnaki recently. He's had good days, bad days. He's having issues with connecting with, he's actually connected to the Anunnaki race in a positive way. But they've been hit by other beings negatively through galactic wars. Because a lot of them are coming through as a positive source energy, and he's involved with that. But it's not easy to be the nice guy. So, and he can't always handle it, what's going on. So you might be able to connect with that, possibly feel some of that. It's usually hidden for many reasons. It's not normally for the focus of everyone, but for what you do, what your guide is saying, mostly just your rest. When you feel like you need to, or walk, or go somewhere when you feel like you need to go, you're being guided for those, for that reason, to go to certain places. You might wonder why I want to go to this place. Sometimes it has a message of that. Doesn't mean you always have to go either, but it's sometimes good to get out too. So
yeah,
even for just for leisure. Even if, it doesn't always have to be a galactic message. You just get out and be with the people. So
yes,
doesn't have to have any meaning to it.
Less dogs, more people.
Yes. Yes, not everything has to be a galactic message. Just basically get you out and just feel the human air. Because it's almost like you're on a canine planet in some ways.
Yeah, I'm starting to understand what they say, actually.
Yes, well, that's good. Wake up, humans.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Blessings.
Thank you.
Up next is Martin.
Yes. Greetings.
Okay, we'll move on to Sheena.
Greetings. I am
Yes. Blessings.
blessings. Well, I'm experiencing some strange things lately.
Yes.
Yeah, with my body, but also with my phone. S- Particularly with my phone, because when I am speaking of like reptilians and such, then there is an app on this Apple phone, iPhone we have
Yes.
used.
Yes.
Then it's a program in there. I think it's like an IA or something called Siri.
Yes.
She starts to record what I'm saying, and even if I'm not touching the phone, and I never use Siri, but suddenly she starts. I mean, yeah, whatever. Can you see who do that?
Yes. It's the Zetas that are involved with that. Not always of the negative, but there are malevolent ones that are involved with that. You can say that it's kind of they're doing that with everyone. Well, not everyone, but quite a few.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically you can say it's kind of like I want to say the government wants to show who's boss in some ways. It's like we
Okay.
can't even control your phone, but I wouldn't put too much worry into that. It's nothing that's. But yes, it is. You can always turn that off if you wish.
Yeah. You see, I get so stubborn, so I'm, I have it on just because they do that, and I speak louder sometimes.
Yes.
Just
That's fine.
Huh?
No,
Yeah.
they hear it. Yes, they do. They hear it.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, thank you for that. And
Yes.
also, is there any message for me from anyone?
One moment. Yes, you are. Yes, still clearing out your energies around the lower astral, but also you're going to a lot of the royalty on this planet for healing. You can say the Queen of England, some of your energies around that. Not always, because I believe it's kind of a toxic energy there, but you do visit that area of the world, at least where the cabal is, and heal a lot of that. As you know, there are ceremonies, there, what they do behind closed doors. A lot of your energies goes there to heal those that want to escape. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
So I do feel your presence there. Quite.
Yeah. I can resonate with that, and because this this unseen energies, is it correct that this is some jinns?
Yes,
Jinn?
some of it is. Yes. You have amount of yes, but Jinn is one of them. Yes.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Because I do feel
They're kind of trying to suppress your energy, but you're giving them love and affection. I see you're talking to them for what I can pick up on. So you're reasoning with them. I can see.
Okay, that's good. Okay, thank you so much. Much love to you and blessings.
Yes, blessings.
Okay, up next is Martin, and I do have his questions. Number one, are there any messages for me?
We do see a grounding energy with him, feeling more, in some ways, connected to Earth, not entirely. Yes, he is connected to the AI energies around the Earth. As for healing that vibration, he wants to hear what's going on. He wants to know what's going on. Part of him, what I can see, not entirely. So he is connecting to the consciousness of the future. And not to worry, but he is also, the Zeta presence is so heavy around him. As he does feel the alien contact is getting stronger. Maybe not in the third dimension feeling it, but he is involved with their consciousness coming into physicality. So there's another version of him within the Zeta Council at this time.
Okay, great. His second question, what can you tell me about my reptilian side?
Yes. Well, it is kind of like a gangster in some ways. One that, well, I see you as quiet, but not. But then again, sometimes vicious if you need to be. At least in the lower energy side of it. As a positive, you're not your typical reptilian. You could say you're kind of human-like in some ways, where humanitarian energies are very strong with you. And so you try not to be a typical reptilian in any shape or form. You take on different species in their ways, such as Pleiadian, Arcturian. You try different things out as a reptilian to diversify yourself. It's like, is this all that's going to be? We're just going to live in caves or what they live in, and it's like you want something different. So you do bring that environment to use different technologies from different species instead of just reptilian technologies. So you are not alone in this, but you've tried to diversify yourself, from what I can see. Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Up next is Lucy.
Greetings.
Hello, I am.
Yes.
If ever there was a time that I needed an Arcturian infusion, it's just now.
Yes.
Hi.
Yes.
I would like some confirmation that if I fast during the time where the moon is in my sign, which would be the 24th through the 27th of this month, is that not the way to the land of milk and honey, quote unquote?
Well, we see it as to fast in a way where you feel that you are fine, but if you have a hunger that's like you can't help it anymore, or add water to yourself, or some kind of, not to fast too much is what we're saying. But yes, it will help reset your body in some ways. Yes, milk and honey. I'm not sure about that. But.
Well, it's taken out of context. Well, directly quoted, but disguised.
Yes. Well, but yes, water consumption is good during this. But yes, I believe you'll feel less toxic.
Yes, purged.
Yes.
That'd be my word.
Yes.
So, I hardly think I've done much in astral, as I haven't been sleeping. But I have a photographic memory.
Yes.
I have come across 2 months ago now some books from early last century, very old, 4 books on dragons that the pages are absolutely yellow. I got them at this old estate sale. And I've read them through. There's very small print, very many, 500 or more pages. I've read them through. Now I'm on the 4th reading of this series, and I can see every page anyway. What is this fascination I'm having with dragons? It has to be part of my hidden secrets from myself, because it must be in front of me and I just don't see it.
One moment. Well, the dragon energy is you're disconnecting from humanity. You've been quite disconnected for a while. So this dragon vibration you're connected to is, you can say, sacred energy. And this sacred energy brings a closer connection to Mother Earth. So you're more connected to Mother Earth than you are humanity. And that dragon vibration is a protection around you also. So you're going in astral, but in this life, you're using dragon energy to protect you in your work. So you're doing a lot of, I want to say, magic in this environment. You're just not always aware of it.
So essentially, I'm sort of meditating inward on these old books or something.
Yes.
Because I have them memorized, but I can't put them down. So
it's opening you up. It is also distract you from the 3D environment from your guides are saying.
Yes, it has been. Yes, an infusion is in order, and
yes,
blessings to you.
Yes.
Blessings.
I believe your environment, it will improve. Not every day, but I believe your situation will get much better.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Blessings.
Yes.
Up next is Caleb.
Hello, greetings.
Yes. Blessings.
I'm wondering if there are any messages for me as I'm preparing to be attuned to Reiki and then travel overseas to Asia soon.
Yes, in Asia, you will feel very Asian, more than you felt ever before. Most likely, lifetimes will come to you, at least the feeling of them, not necessarily the details. And also, knowledge that you did not have before will just come to you also in your travels. So, yes, you have been preparing for this, I believe, all your life from what I could see, even when you didn't know it. So, you've been preparing for this to connect more to the earth also. It's not just with people, but it's connecting to Earth to reconnect people back to the Earth, basically, is what you're doing. So,
Excellent. Thank you.
yes,
And then one more question.
Yeah.
I felt very connected to Dolores Cannon and her past life regression work. Is there any insight as to my connection to her and her work? And if pursuing that would be a viable option for me?
Oh, yes. Pursuing that would be excellent for you. You feel like you're at home. You most likely feel her presence around you, because I do see her as a sister energy to you. So I feel like you, like many, are here to continue that process. But with you, your connection with her is so strong. It's like she's going to be in the room. So she's going to help you, guide you through this, and help you make the right decisions with it. But I feel her vibrations like right next to you, from what I see. So yes, I believe it'll be an excellent. Yes, you just take your time into this, but I believe you will know things you did not know. Like, where did that come from? Knowledge will come straight to you, from what I see. So yes.
Excellent. Thank you. Much love.
Yes, blessings.
Okay. Last up is Braden, and I've got his questions. The first one is, are there any messages for me?
One moment. Yes, I see you on many Martian projects. Those are the secret space program. Not to go into full details, but you're healing much of that. Bringing that into public domain. And you have also connected to the shadow elites for this, and that's what most of your mission is involved with. Without going into full detail, but to imagine you are aware. But most of this basically letting cut out of the bag little by little, and the current government won't be able to sustain it, won't be able to keep it locked up anymore. So.
Thank you. The second question, are there any messages for my lover, Roisin?
Yes, she is like a flower. Actually, incarnations as a flower energy. And she is, yes, a fairy vibration, but so much, there's so much more with that. Is in this world, is she just here to bring, yes, there's many reasons for her to be here, but a lot of it's just to share her vibration with others. Her affection, her enlightenment, and just be a kind soul to others. That's actually a big responsibility, actually. So there's more, of course, but that's what her guides want her to know at this time.
Blessings. Thank you very much.
Yes.
For answering our questions.
Yes, thank you for having me here. I'm sending you high vibrations in your transition energies of your future. Blessings. Good night. All right, greetings. Thank you. All right, then I have a blessing before we go. All right. Okay. Much love, everybody. I'll be back next Thursday, so take care. Great night. Much love.